guys, what's up? This is another trade recap, and this is how I won my first ever live account trade, and I made just over £100 in school. Just turned 18 and all. And yeah, so I ended up taking two trades here, as you can see, both in London session. The first one got stopped out, but only at break even, so not too worried about that one. And then the second ended up going and hitting all my take profits. Take profit one here and take profit two here. Yeah, well, let's get straight into it with this first one. Actually, I'll go through my daily buys first. So I'll go to the high time frame. Have a look. So I marked out previous session low, no, previous day low, previous day highs, and for any 4 hour high time frame draws in liquidity that I saw relevant. And yeah, so we had midnight manipulation of this previous day low, as well as then Asian session manipulation of the 4 hour low just after. That to me just basically straight away signaling, especially with this new weekly opening gap here, that is pretty much, this is going to be the manipulation into some sort of reversal, aiming for this gap. And yeah, you know me, I always love to aim for previous lows. Oh my gosh, previous day lows or previous day highs. I think it's one of the better draws in liquidity to be aiming for. Oh gosh. Yeah, with that, I then bullish going into London session and saw a tap into this imbalance here pretty much straight away, paired with equilibrium. Equilibrium that got hit into. So this to me, it gave me an entry confluence of the imbalance and a continuation confluence of the equilibrium on the 15-minute. So I didn't necessarily need an entry confluence on the 5-minute. So I was happy to enter from this, the continuation confluence of the breaker structure or inverse fair value gap. In this case, we had both within the same candle, so I was definitely more than happy to enter from that. I then had take profit one here at this 1 hour point of buy side liquidity, or the bottom of the weekly opening gap. Okay, now where is this? Here I had 1 hour, I had another take profit on a 1 hour low, basically the bottom of this weekly opening gap, and then previous day highs as the final, the main target. However, I did see that these Asian session highs here were probably possible for some sort of London session fake out, as in we could come up, be bullish, which is like what people are entering longs for, take out the high, fill sell orders, come down, take out these orders, London session fake out. Pretty much that's how it goes. But just because of that, I then had this Asian session high marked out as a moving point, is what I like to call it. Haven't really heard anyone else talk about this. Well, talk about it in the way that I'm talking about it, and pretty much it's like a take profit, but instead of taking profits, I just move my stop loss to wherever I see fit at the time. At this point, it was break even, which was the correct thing to do, as I did get stopped out basically straight after. After this, looking at how price was moving, I was still bullish for the day, so still looking for that 15-minute breaker structure, 5-minute fair value gap. We had the 15 minutes. We had the 50-minute. Actually, we didn't even break back. We didn't break structure again because we never broke structure to the downside. But we had the 15-minute equilibrium and imbalance, which then 5-minute breaker structure, or in this case, it actually was an inverse fair value gap. Entered longs from there, setting the stop loss at. I hate whenever you change time frames, it moves where I am looking at the chart. I set the stop loss at the bottom of this BPR, just here, and then I always tend to do 2 pips below because of spread, wherever that is. And then, as we had already taken out the first take profit, just had these 2 take profits as my target, with this as my moving point. Yeah, we went on to hit full take profits of the day. Very nice. First trade and first live account winning trade, even made just over £100, which converts to probably, yeah, about $140, I'd say. So yeah, it was a good trade. Happy with it. Hope you guys learned something, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.